Armenia and Azerbaijan fight over disputed Nagorno-Karabakh region. Published 10 minutes ago. Media caption: tanks ablazes, fighting erupts over disputed region. Fierce fighting continues to rage following a flare-up of a decades-old conflict in the Caucasus region of southeastern Europe. Dozens of deaths have been reported in battles between forces fighting for Armenia and Azerbaijan. At the heart of the conflict is a dispute over control of the mountainous region of Nagorno-Karabakh. It is recognized as part of Azerbaijan, but has been controlled by ethnic Armenians since the war ended in 1994. Tens of thousands of people died during the war and 1 million others were forced to leave their homes. Other countries are concerned that the latest fighting could spill out of the region and draw in neighboring powers, including Turkey, Russia, and Iran. What is behind the conflict? Authorities in Nagorno-Karabakh, who are backed by Armenia, said 31 of their soldiers had now died, and some lost positions had been retaken. Residents, including children, have taken cover in bomb shelters during shelling in the capital Stepanakert. Image COPYRIGHTREUTERS. Image caption: residents, including children, have taken cover in bomb shelters during shelling in the capital Stepanakert. Azerbaijan said its forces had inflicted heavy losses and that Armenian shelling had injured 26 civilians. Both parties said they had mobilized more soldiers and declared martial law in some areas. The fighting is the heaviest seen in the conflict since 2016, when at least 200 people were killed in clashes. Nagorno-Karabakh fighting mood grips Armenians. Nagorno-Karabakh, BBC visits Azerbaijan's side of frontline. Learn more about Nagorno-Karabakh. Turkey has already declared its support for Azerbaijan, while Russia, which has military bases in Armenia but is also friendly with Azerbaijan, called for an immediate ceasefire. Armenia has accused Turkey of providing direct military support for Azerbaijan, a claim denied by Azerbaijan. On Monday, Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said Armenia must immediately end its occupation of the region, which he said would end the long crisis. In a BBC interview, Armenian Foreign Minister Zorbek Natsikhanyan accused Azerbaijan of sabotaging a peaceful settlement to the conflict and insisted Armenia must defend the region. Map of the area. 2px presentational gray line. Nagorno-Karabakh key facts. A mountainous region of about 4,400 square kilometers, 1,700 square miles. Traditionally inhabited by Christian Armenians and Muslim Turks. In Soviet times, it became an autonomous region within the Republic of Azerbaijan. Internationally recognized as part of Azerbaijan, but majority of population is ethnic Armenian. An estimated 1 million people displaced by war in 1988 to 1994, and about 30,000 killed. Separatist forces captured some extra territory around the enclave in Azerbaijan in the 1990s war. Stalemate has largely prevailed since the 1994 ceasefire. Turkey openly supports Azerbaijan. Russia has military bases in Armenia. 2px presentational gray line. What's the latest from the battlefield? On Monday, authorities in Nagorno-Karabakh said another 15 of their soldiers had been killed. They had reported 16 fatalities among the military on Sunday. More than 100 people have been wounded. A still from handout video by Armenia's defense ministry shows what Armenia says is a destroyed Azerbaijani tank. Image COPYRIGHTEPA. Image caption: Armenia published photos of what it said were destroyed Azerbaijani tanks. The self-proclaimed republic said its forces had destroyed 4 Azeri helicopters, 36 tanks and armored personnel vehicles, according to the Armen press news agency. It also said it had killed many Azerbaijani troops. Armenian Defense Ministry spokeswoman Shoshan Stepanyan said that fights of various intensity are raging on, adding that Defense Army units were carrying out counteractions in several areas. Tank seen in an aerial photo. Image COPYRIGHTEPA. Image caption: Azerbaijan released images of what it said were damaged Armenian armored vehicles. Azerbaijan's defense ministry said the country's forces continued the counterattack, moving from advantageous positions liberated from the Armenian armed forces. It said that the enemy suffered heavy losses. Azerbaijan earlier confirmed the loss of 1 helicopter but said the crew had survived and reported that 12 Armenian air defense systems had been destroyed. It denied other losses. Azerbaijan on Monday said 26 civilians were injured in Armenian shelling, accusing Armenia of targeting densely populated areas. Azerbaijan said 5 members of the same family had been killed by Armenian shelling on Sunday. The casualty claims made by Armenia and Azerbaijan have not been independently verified. In July, at least 16 people died in border clashes, prompting the largest demonstration in years in the Azerbaijani capital, Baku, where there were calls for the region's recapture. The international reaction. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres said he was extremely concerned, urging both sides to stop fighting. Russia's foreign minister held urgent talks both with the Armenian and Azeri leadership. France, which has a large Armenian community, called for an immediate ceasefire and dialogue. Iran, which borders both Azerbaijan and Armenia, offered to broker peace talks. President Donald Trump said the U.S. was seeking to stop the violence. What's the background? In 1988, towards the end of Soviet rule, Azerbaijani troops and Armenian secessionists began a bloody war which left Nagorno-Karabakh in the hands of ethnic Armenians when a truce was signed in 1994. Tens of thousands died in fighting, and many ethnic Azerbaijanis were forced to flee their homes. It is now a de facto independent region, relying heavily on support from Armenia. But it is not recognized by any UN member, including Armenia. Swaths of Azeri territory around the enclave are also under Armenian control. Shelling has caused damage to homes in the city of Martuni. Image COPYRIGHTEPA. Image caption: Shelling has caused damage to homes in the city of Martuni. Negotiations have so far failed to produce a permanent peace agreement, and the dispute in the region remains one of post-Soviet Europe's frozen conflicts. Karabakh is the Russian rendering of an Azeri word meaning black garden, while Nagorno is a Russian word meaning mountainous. Ethnic Armenians prefer to call the region Artsakh, an ancient Armenian name for the area. Over the years, both sides have had soldiers killed in sporadic breaches of the ceasefire. Landlocked Armenia has suffered severe economic problems due to the closure of borders with Turkey and Azerbaijan. Russia, France and the U.S. co-chair the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe's Minsk group, which has been attempting to broker an end to the dispute.